Welcome back traders. Dito sa Daily Pip, tinutulungan natin yung mga bagong mga traders or yung mga gustong matuto mag-trade sa Forex. Yung mga basic para makapag-start sila mag-analyze ng sarili nilang charts. So for today's video, ang topic natin is about market structure. Market structure is the king. So market respects the king. So, ito yung pinaka-basic ng technical analysis. Kapag marunong kayo ng basic ng market structure, then you can understand kung kailan kayo pwedeng mag-buy or magandang mag-buy or mag-sell. Kapag may kahit basic knowledge lang ng market structure. So, disclaimer lang, no? Forex trading involves a significant risk and may result in the loss of your invested capital. This content is for educational purposes only and is not a financial advice. Trade only with money you can afford to lose. Sa video na to, pag-aaralan natin o matututunan ninyo yung 3 types of market, support and resistance, trend lines, EMA or exponential moving average, and supply and demand. So first topic, isa sa tatlong types of movement ng market or ng price is uptrend. So, malalaman natin kung ang market ay uptrend kapag bullish market structure, price forms higher highs and higher lows. Buyers are in control. Ang mga best strategies natin is buy the dip, trade pullbacks to support, EMA or trend following strategies. Examples, yung low, tapos may high, higher low, kasi mas mataas yung high, yung low na to kaysa sa low na to. Higher high, kasi mas mataas yung high na to sa high dito. Another higher low, and then another higher high. So this is uptrend. On the other hand, downtrend is a bearish market structure. Price forms lower highs and lower lows. Sellers are in control. Best strategies: sell the rally, trade pullbacks to resistance, trend continuation setups. So example, meron kang high, then low. Nag-create ka ng lower high dahil mas mababa yung high nito sa high nito. Lower low dahil mas mababa yung low na to sa low nito. Lower high, and then again lower low. So this is downtrend. This is the second type of movement ng market. The third type of movement is the consolidating and ranging market. This is the sideways market. Price moves between horizontal support and resistance. No clear trend. Best strategies: buy low, sell high, liquidity grab, or no trade at all. Bakit? Kasi high, and then nag-low, then lower high. So, parang downtrend. Tapos nag-equal lows lang siya. Ang equal lows is early sign or double bottom is early sign of reversal. So, baka mag-uptrend siya. Tapos nag-higher high. Tapos nag-higher low. Equal high. So, pwedeng reversal na naman. Tapos nag-lower low. So, hindi to sa type ng market. Hindi mo alam siya kung uptrend or downtrend. Hindi mo alam kung kailan magtutuloy yung pataas or magtutuloy yung pababa. Minsan, pantay. So, on this type of market, minsan sinasabi nila mag-buy low. So, mag-buy ka daw sa baba, basta nasa baba, mag-buy ka. Or mag-sell high, dito ka daw mag-sell. Or hintay mo yung mga breakouts, liquidity grab. Or ibang mga traders or most of the traders do not trade sideways market dahil nga hindi mo alam kung kailan matatapos yung ganitong klaseng sideways movement ng market. So, next topic, support and resistance. Support is a price level where buying pressure is strong enough to stop price from falling further. It acts like a floor. price often bounces upward from this level. Resistance, on the other hand, is a price level where selling pressure is strong enough to stop the price from rising further. It acts like a ceiling. Price often falls after reaching this level. So kung makikita niyo yan, ibig sabihin kapag nasa taas daw ang resistance, pinipigilan niya yung price umakyat pa. Yung support area naman or support level, pinipigilan niya naman yung price bumagsak pa. So every time pumunta ang price dito sa resistance area, binabagsak niya. Balik sa resistance, baba. Resistance, bagsak. Resistance, bagsak. Ganun naman sa support, baliktad naman. Pag nandito ang price, akyat. Balik ang price, akyat. Price, akyat na naman. Talbog, akyat, talbog. So, ganyan siya. Ito ang tinatawag na itong magandang example ng support and resistance areas. So, this is clearly what kind of market? This is a sideways market or the market is ranging. The market is consolidating. Hindi mo alam kung kailan siya magtutuloy paakyat or kailan niya babasagin yung resistance or baka bumaba siya, kailan niya babasagin yung support. So, para alam niyo lang kung ano yung support and resistance. Next topic, trend lines. Trend lines are diagonal lines drawn on forex charts to show the direction and strength of price movement. An uptrend line connects higher lows and acts as dynamic support. A downtrend line connects lower highs and acts as dynamic resistance. Why trend lines matter? It helps identify the market trend, uptrend, downtrend, or consolidation. Indicate potential entry, exit, and breakout points. Show where price may bounce or reverse. So, sabi, pag sa uptrend daw, kinoconnect niya lahat ng higher lows. So, makikita mo naman dito, low, ito yung mga higher lows. Mas mataas yung low siya, pero mas mataas siya sa previous low, kaya siya higher lows. So, dyan may connect yung trend line mo na uptrend. Sa downtrend naman, ganito ang itsura niya. Kinoconnect niya naman yung lower highs. So, kada tataas yung price, do tumaas siya pero mas mababa siya sa previous high. So, yan naman ang kinoconnect natin sa downtrend. Okay? Ganyan mag-plot ng trend line. This is kaya tinawag din na dynamic support kasi itong trend line na to is parang nag-act siya as support. Every time na tumama siya sa trend line, tatalbog pataas. So, para siyang support or floor. Dito naman, dynamic resistance kasi hindi siya equal price or equal level ng price. Gumagalaw siya. Pero nire-respect siya ng market kaya pinipigilan niyang umakyat. So, dynamic resistance naman yan. Next topic is exponential moving average. Ito yung EMA. The exponential moving average or EMA is a popular forex indicator that calculates the average price over selected period while giving more importance to the most recent price movements. How EMA is used in forex trading? Trend identification. Price above EMA means bullish trend. Price below EMA means bearish trend. Bullish is like uptrend and bearish means downtrend. Dynamic support and resistance. In an uptrend, price often pulls back to the EMA and bounces. In a downtrend, price often rejects from the EMA. Trade entries and exits. Traders use EMA crossovers, like fast EMA crossing slow EMA, as buy or sell signals. EMA can help trail stop losses and manage trades. Why traders use EMA? EMA helps traders filter market noise, confirm market direction, and time trades more accurately, especially in fast-moving markets like Forex and gold. So, kanina, naintindihan natin yung support and resistance. Yung trend line daw, ganoon din. So, dynamic support and resistance. Though yung trend line kasi, pinaplot natin siya manually. Tayo yung nagdodrawing nung mga guhit na yon, ng mga lines na yon. Unlike sa EMA, indicator kasi ito. So, built-in siya sa app natin na pagbasa ng chart. Pina-plot lang siya dyan. So, parang ina-attach lang natin itong indicator na to. Then, ika-calculate niya na automatic. Depende kung ilang araw or ilang bar candles. Kunyari, nasa 1-day time frame ka. Tapos, nasa EMA 9 ka or EMA 50. So, ika-calculate niya yung average price nung previous 50 candles, giving more importance to the latest price ng mga latest candles. So, ganun niya kinakalculate yung movement. So, kung makita niya na yung average price is going up, then it's uptrend. It's a bullish trend. Kabaliktaran naman, kung ang EMA nakaka-calculate ng average going down, then it signifies bearish trend or downtrend. Kaya para rin siyang trend line, pero kusa siyang nagpa-plot. Every candle na magi-start, dudugtong siya. Pahaba din ng pahaba yung EMA. So, ganito yung itsura niya. Ito makikita mo yung EMA na itong line na yan. Yan. Itong line na yan, black line na yan. Yan yung EMA. So, every time na nagfo-form ng candle, dugtong lang din yan sa dulo. So, parang another tuldok, another point sa line. And next candle, another point din sa black line na to. So, nakita nyo dito sa right part ng chart, uptrend siya, di ba? Kasi may high, may lower high, high, low, and then higher high, and then higher low. Kaya yung EMA natin, pataas din siya. So, kinakalculate niya na yung nakikita rin ng EMA, ng exponential moving average, na yung price is going up. So, automatic yan nagpa-plot. So, nakita nyo naman dito sa my left part, para siyang nakikita nyo na para siyang naging support. So, every time na yung price pupunta sa EMA, tumatalbog lang siya. Babalik siya sa EMA, aakyat ulit siya. So, hindi niya mabasag-basag itong dynamic support, which is the EMA. Next, supply and demand. In Forex charts, supply and demand zones are price areas where strong institutional buying or selling previously occurred, causing the market to move away quickly and decisively. Demand zone, an area where buy orders outweigh sell orders. Price often rallies upward from this zone. Acts like a strong support area. Traders look for buy opportunities here. On the other hand, supply zone, an area where sell orders outweigh buy orders. Price often drops sharply from this zone. Acts like strong resistance area. Traders look for sell opportunities here. Why supply and demand zones matter? They represent unfilled orders left by big players or banks or institutions. Price tends to revisit these zones. So, yun yung mga binabantayan. Kaya siya binabantayan dahil it tends to revisit these zones. In simple terms, in demand zone where price strongly goes up, and in supply zone where price strongly goes down. So kapag yung price, kunyan, may nakita na kayong demand zone, hintayin nyo na lang bumalik yung price dun sa zone na yun o sa area na yun o sa price level na yun. And then, most likely, not 100%, but most likely, it will do the same. So, sa supply, ito, yan. Itong supply na yan, ito yung supply zone. Kasi dito sa price na yan, dito sa level na yan, nag-drop yung price. No? Ngayon, kapag ni-revisit niya yung price na yan, most probably, gagawin niya ulit yung nangyari dati. So, at the same time, kapag ni-respect niya yung support area, kapag sinuport niya yung supply zone, yung supply zone acts as parang resistance area na. So, para ma-relate nyo na ngayon, yung supply is parang kapatid or pinsan niya ni resistance area. They work the same. On the other hand, demand zone, kita niyo yung price na to, dito sa price na yan, sa area na yan, sa zone na yan, umakyat yung price. Di ba? Umakyat. And then later on, ni-revisit niyan ng price. And then anong ginawa ng price? Ni-respect niya yung zone, making the demand zone a support area. Kasi pinrove ng area na to na pag nandito yung price, aakyat siya. So, yung demand zone turning into a support area. Again, para lang silang magkapatid or magpinsan yan. They work the same. So, yung mga basic market structure na makakatulong sa atin sa basic technical analysis natin. Ang mga charts at ang market structure always nire-respect yan. Though not 100%, but kung marunong na kayong magbasa or tumingin ng market structure, whether it's uptrend or downtrend or consolidation, doon pa lang alam nyo na kung anong klaseng trade ang i-execute nyo. The trend is your friend. May kasabihan na ganun. So, if it's uptrend, then anong gagawin? You have to buy. Kapag downtrend, then you have to sell. Sa consolidation, pwedeng wag muna kayo mag-trade dahil hindi nyo naman alam kung kailan magtutuloy pataas or kailan tutuloy papaba. Or, kung okay naman sa inyo, then mag-trade kayo ng supply demand or support and resistance. Kapag nasa support, mag-buy kayo. Pag nasa resistance, mag-sell kayo. It's up to you. As long as naintindihan nyo yung market structure, maiintindihan nyo what is the market is respecting. So at least may ine-expect na kayo, may fino-foresee na kayo, may pinaplano na kayo. May mga areas or levels na kayong binabantayan. Point of interest na kayo. So hindi na kayo basta-basta, mukhang tataas, magbabay ako. And then nangyayari doon, parang nagsusugal na kayo. It's a gambling na. So walang analysis doon. If you know how to read market structure, basic support and resistance, supply and demand, uptrends, indicator, yung mga basic indicators natin, madali na. Medyo may mapupuntahan na yung chart analysis nyo or technical analysis nyo. So yun lang guys, that's basic information for us, and thank you for your attention. You can subscribe to our channel, and you can follow us for more videos like this. Thank you guys. Bye.